I'm really grateful for the wonderful first week of Frontline Clubs that God gave us, and I'm excited for the separate classes to begin meeting. You know, the way that you start something is important. There are a lot of things that you really need to make sure that you're prepared, that you're ready before you do them. Some of you have ridden in a canoe before. What happens if you're not careful or you don't make sure that you're ready before you get in a canoe? You're probably going to fall in. You might even flip the canoe over. The Bible talks about the importance of how we start things. We've looked at Hebrews 12, 1 and 2 before, and where it talks about life being like a race. But notice what it says. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight, and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. Did you notice what it had to say about the way that you would start a race? It said we need to lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us. Now imagine that you were about to run a race and you decided that you were going to wear a backpack. And you were going to pack some snacks in case you got hungry, pack a few games in case you got bored, and maybe put your favorite stuffed animal in there too. Would that make any sense? No, of course not. I don't know what sport you might like to play, but imagine you were going to play soccer. All right, these right here are soccer cleats, and they're designed to work well for running down the field, and the spikes let you change direction quickly if you need to turn. But imagine you said, I don't really like how these look. They're not super comfortable, so instead of cleats, I'm going to wear flip-flops to play soccer. How do you think that soccer game would go? Well, you wouldn't be properly prepared, and you wouldn't be able to play well. This week, I want you to think with me about whether you're ready for this year in Frontline. We're passing out the journals this week, and that's going to help you to spend time in God's Word every day. We'll also be working on memory verses for each week. You'll hear some great Bible lessons from your teachers, but your heart needs to be ready. You need to be ready to listen to and obey God's Word. There'll be a lot of things that could distract you or make you decide those things aren't really important. You might want to skip on your journal pages, not want to put the work in. You might want to avoid having to do the hard work of memorizing verses. You might want to daydream or talk to other people in your class while your teacher is bringing the Bible lesson. But that would be like wearing flip-flops instead of soccer cleats to a soccer game. It would be silly, and it would make you miss out on an opportunity. I'm praying for all of you today that your hearts will be ready for a great year in Frontline. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. But more important than that, I think that God is going to teach us some great things too. Parents, I do want to give you my phone number so that you can reach out if you have any questions or suggestions, because I want to do all that I can to help you as you help your children to run this race for the Lord. I'm looking forward to what God's going to do today, and I'm looking forward to next week, and I'll see you then.